Hey guys, it's me, Sonny, coming to you again with another YouTube video. This is the NXT Live 2.0 results for last night. So, first thing we had was the opening video building up to last night. Then we have the North American Championship match. Cameron Grimes, who is the champion, versus Solo Sikoa, one of the Uso brother that in NXT. So, like Solo starts his comeback sequence, dropping Grimes and using a running Rikishi corner splash to rock the champ. Solo covers and Grimes literally kicks out at least a possible moment. Sika, whatever, looks for a Samoan drop, but Grimes starts to fight back. Both men slug it out. Grimes heads up top and looks for a stomp off the top, but Solo avoids it. Grimes hits his signature on Solo and covers, nearly getting the win. Grimes posts up in the corner and crowds to the moon. He leaps off and Sika, whatever her name is, intercepts him in midair, hitting a Samoan drop counter. Solo fails to get the cover and heads up top. Suddenly, Trick Williams hits the ringside area and yanks Solo off the top as the ref is distracted. Solo hits a splash to Williams on the outside, then heads back into the ring and up the turnbuckles. The distraction, however, allows Grimes to run up the turnbuckles, taking Solo down and picking up the win. Your winner and still the North American champion is Cameron Grimes. Then we have, after the match, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams attack. Hayes hits the ring with Trick and the two attack Cameron Grimes. Solo attempts to assist the champ, but the numbers aren't in his favor as Melo and Trick ultimately leave him laid out. Melo hoists his former title and his theme plays out. Backstage, the Gauntlet Lotto. We briefly cut to the back where the Diamond Mine cut a promo about taking care of two birds with the episode one stone, capturing the titles while getting revenge on Pretty Deadly for the tournament they caused the Creeds lately. The tournaments they caused the Creeds lately. The Lotto wheel spun and we get ready for our gauntlet. But first, NXT champion Braun Breaker calls out Joe Gacy. Braun comes out to whoops and cheers as we reminded Gacy abducted and falsely imprisoned Rick Steiner last week. Braun calls out Gacy wanting some retribution. We cut to a video of Gacy out in the woods with a barrel fire in front of him. He talks about meeting Rick Steiner last week and getting to know Braun through Rick. Gacy then revealed that he kept Rick Steiner's Hall of Fame ring. He talks about purging by fire, then drops the ring into the barrel, implying it's destroyed. Braun looks on and shakes his head, and we cut backstage. Jacket Time is ambushed backstage. Jacket Time is shown backstage, hyping themselves up for whatever. When Von Wagner attacks them, the original Neanderthal man is growing a beard and suits him. He easily dispatches both members of Jacket Time as Robert Stone watches on to encourage him. We head to the break. Then we have Eichmann. Jiro confronts the Robert Stone brand. Stone and Wagner are in the ring after the break, attempting to cut a promo for the brand. Eichmann Jiro hits the ring and attacks Wagner, sending him out of the ring. He demands a match, and we get it right now. So we have an Eichmann Jiro versus Von Wagner. A ref comes out and Jiro starts off strong. Jiro actually controls the bulk of the offense, with Von Wagner hitting a few power moves to showcase his strength and size. Jiro nearly pulls the upset, but Robert Stone successfully distracts Jiro, allowing Wagner to hit a modified double A to pick up the win. After the match, Robert Stone ordered Wagner to beat down Jiro on the big man did before throwing him into the front few rows of the audience. The crowd rips off a holy shit chant. After the break, we shown clips of Jiro getting assists from NXT medical staff. So your winner is Von Wagner over Eichmann Jiro. Then we have the NXT Women's Championship match, Mandy Rose versus Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai is out first, and after a few breaks and segments, we finally get the Toxic Attraction entrance. The crowd is loudly behind Mandy. The bell is presented, showing custom Toxic Attraction side plates, and the ref calls for the bell. Rose and Kai clash, battling back and forth in the opening minutes. Kai fires up and takes the first lead early on, using her patented kick-based strikes to punish the champ. Quick grapples to keep Rose off balance. Rolls to the outside and is met by Toxic Attraction. Dakota Kai uses a running dive to the outside to wipe out all three members of Toxic Attraction. We send us to yet another break. During the break, we told Rose finally takes control. We return to find Rose using a thigh lock submission and Kai on Kai. Kai refuses to tap and attempts a comeback. Kai flips against the top rope, but Rose counters it with an inverted, modified, whatever. Rose Rose takes control back and attempts to wear down Kai. And again, looks for a submission. Kai finally starts her comeback sequence, battling the champ across the ring. Kai drives the champ down and covers near scoring a pinfall. Kai focuses her assault on Rose's right hamstring. Rose starts her own comeback but favors her hamstring. Rose covers, but Kai escapes and hits a chiropractor. Kai sees the champ is vulnerable and posts up in the corner. Gigi Dolan hops on the apron, distracting Kai. Kai starts her circle and running kick attack, but distracted by Jacy Jayne. Kai drops Jayne and picks up her tag strap. The distraction by Rose time to recover, and she uses a running scissors kick to slam the title into Kai's face. Rose quickly covers and picks up the win. Your winner and still NXT Women's Champion is Mandy Rose. Then Wendy Choo get Toxic Attraction wet. As the trio celebrates where all the women go, Wendy Choo attacks him with a super circle. Our three champions, professional athletes, are caught off guard by the water gun. Yep. Then we have Vignette. Joe Gacy is crazy for Braun Breaker. Nice creepy vignette of Gacy outside again with a barrel of fire in front of him, or fire pit, whatever. He talks about living rent-free, and Braun Breaker here and explain it's all part of his master plan to win the title. He then uses prong to retrieve Rick Stein Hall of Fame ring, puts it on his ring, pretending grimace as it suddenly sizzles. We had to break. Then we have Cora Jade addresses the NXT universe. Cora Jade makes her way out saying skateboard and cargo pants and a black top and cap. The fans cheer Cora often. Jade speaks about WrestleMania weekend, calling it one of the biggest moments of her life. The best part was that my parents got to sit in the second row and watch me. Then joked she working on getting them front row seats. She states that she fought against 3 worthy competitors and gave it all, but it wasn't enough. She pivots, stating that she thought she wanted to be NXT Women's Champion. She needs to become that. She claimed that this isn't another promo about redirecting her focus, as her goal remains the same. Again, she referenced Wright in the notebook it kept her years back when she was 8 and how she wanted to grow up to be champion. She then runs off her list of champs that she is inspired by and admires until one of her childhood heroes interrupts her, and is none other than Natalya. Arrives in NXT, so it's Natalya. The familiar screech starts off with Natalya theme, and the crowd goes wild. The veteran makes her way out. Cora Jade is stunned to see her idol and crowd loudly transfer to Natalya, nearly moving her to tears. She gets several interruption chants welcome her back and shouting for Natty. She eventually tells Cora Jade that it's nice to meet her and introduce herself. Jade tells Natty that she knows her, calling her the Boat. And rants on that Natalya was the first ever action figure she bought. She remembered when she was 10 after a SmackDown Live event that she saw Natty, and Natty pointed at her. Afterwards, Natty mentioned that she's so happy as she saw the old demon and moved her as she pointed at the right girl. They share an emotional moment, and Natalya tells Cora Jade that she's the future of the NXT Women's division, but that future is bleak. Natalya adds before slapping Cora Jade. She then slammed Cora Jade in the mat and slapped the sharpshooter on Jade. Jade taps and Natty refuses to break the hold for several long moments. Finally, she does, leaving Cora on the mat upset and shocked. Then we have the singles match between Draco Anthony and Xon Quinn. Both superstars start off fast with Draco's speed offsetting Xon power. Quinn uses a suplex toss to send Draco across the ring. Draco makes the mistake of mocking Xon by slapping him multiple times. The Samoan warrior followed up, angry at the disrespect. Xon uses a Samoan drop and driver on Draco, then slows the pace as it takes its time to punish Draco. Quinn gets a chance from the crowd to attack one more time. He complies, hitting 3 running clothesline and roll to put Draco in short fashion. Your winner is Xon Quinn. Then we have backstage Natalya and random women. Natalya is approaching a room filled with random women. most likely trainees in the next generation of superstars. She puts the entire women division on notice. Then we have the NXT Tag Team Championship Gauntlet match because MSK had to relinquish the titles due to Nash Carter getting released. So yeah, so we have an NXT Tag Team Championship Gauntlet match. So the first team is the Creed Brothers, and second team is Legado del Fantasma. The crowd is loudly behind LDF. The Creeds open our match with what become their modest opera and what the Brutus starts off showing and gives way to Julius. Julius finds himself as per the norm in the wrong corner and falls victim to LDF's freaking tags. Wow with a springboard Santon for a quick cover, but no luck. Mendoza enters and looks for freaking pins. Julius manages to slap an ankle lock on Wild. Brutus stops Mendoza from interfering and slaps an ankle lock on him too. Finally, the ref forces a break. Julius tags and Brutus Wu pops wide up in the air and lets him crash to the canvas. Brutus brutalizes Wild, pounding on his chest with both hands like a damn ape. Brutus hits a powerbomb for a close cover. Julius comes back in but fails to contain Mendoza. Raul has an impressive spot in which he counters a pop-up with a springboard missile dropkick. Wild comes in and hit a 450. Nearly picking up the win. Brutus makes the save, but is drop kicked in the back by Mendoza as he heads back to his corner. LDF attempts a double team, but Brutus drags Mendoza out of the ring. Creed with an Olympic slam before tagging in his brother, and the two perform a pair of double team moves to pick up the win. So Legado del Fantasma has been eliminated. Out next are Briggs and Jensen with Fallen Henley and Elektra Lopez take shot at each other as the two teams pass each other by. B&J bump fists with the Creeds in a sign of respect. Then we head to the break as this action begins. After the break, we return to find the Creeds in control. Brutus get away to Julius in a duo stalk Briggs. Briggs pop Brutus up with a top rope and to the outside, then lays out Julius with a lariat. Briggs and Jensen double team Brutus outside the ring, then head to the commentary area. Briggs and Jensen double powerbomb Brutus to the commentary table. The duo returned to the ring and Julius left to fend for himself. Briggs and Jensen used quick tags to allow them to do a lot of tandem offense. Wade jokes that Jensen can't even get laid right now. Okay, the crowd cheers on the Creeds as Julius attempts to fight the weather. The onslaught from B&J. The wrong man attempts to pin Julius. They team up to hit a double team sit-out powerbomb, but Brutus managed to assist with a save. B&J in Brutus outside and again used a quick tag to execute yet another double team move. Brutus tackled Jensen, crashing him to the ref and breaking the pin. Briggs lays out a recovering Brutus and attack, and again B&J look for another double team move. They fail to notice Brutus tags in and instead focus on Julius. Brutus uses the confusion to lay out Briggs and Jensen and picks a pinfall. So Briggs and Jensen have been eliminated. They are the second team that get eliminated. Then they replaced with a team number 4 of 5, which is Sanga and Grayson Waller. Sanga starts us off and beats the tar out of Julius, then yells Namaste. We head to a picture-in-picture break during which Grayson Waller and Sanga, most likely Sanga completely manhandled Creeds, who are on a third consecutive match. Sanga showcases a great look and skill set, easily tossing even Brutus Creed across the ring like a doll. Grayson Waller comes in after Sanga's softening up the Creeds and looks to capitalize on the exhausting Diamond Mine members. Brutus hangs in there and tags in a fresher Julius. Julius drops Waller and attempts to drop kick Sanga off the apron, but Sanga drops down and out of harm's way. Julius wraps up Waller and Brutus makes the blind tag. Brutus attacks Waller and then he rolls to the outside and Novi absent the rest of the match. Sanga enters the ring and attempts to take advantage of Brutus. Brutus hooks the leg and hoists Sanga up by his legs, slamming him down. Not to be outdone is Julius Creed, who managed to hoist Sanga up in a backdrop. Creed covers Sanga. So Grayson Waller and Sanga has been eliminated. So out comes Pretty Deadly. take turn dominate Julius Creed. We remind that they dominate the NXT UK Tag Team division and looking to do the same here. The duo use quick tags and continue to isolate Julius as Brutus looks on and he's also using the top rope to prop himself up. Julius starts to get a fourth win and uses suplex to drop Kit. Brutus gets the lukewarm tag but is immediately double teamed by Pretty Deadly. Prince sends Julius into the steel steps outside his cover. Kit covers Brutus. Brutus kicks out and attempts an inside cradle of the fan root for them. Kit tags in Elton as the crowd again fires up for the Creed and hits a unique double team whip into a jawbreaker. The ref loses control of the match as all four men go at it. Julius inadvertently distracts the ref, allowing the illegal member of Pretty Deadly to sucker punch Brutus. They hits a spine buster combo and pick up the win to major boos. So the Creed brothers has been eliminated. Your winner and the new NXT Tag Team Champions are Pretty Deadly. And that's they end the program with the tired Creeds and Shock and Pretty Deadly hoisting the titles. So yeah, guys, that was the NXT Live 2.0 NXT 2.0 live results. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment my videos. You guys have a really good day and peace out. Bye.